the Oracle, and welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, you already know what that shit do, all right? Keep in mind that these messages are general, okay? So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me on the next one, and hopefully it sticks, okay? So, collective, when it comes to your message today, okay, first off, happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I hope you ended your week on the best note. And I hope that you guys have a great and enjoyable 4th of July. Come tomorrow, be safe, have fun, and enjoy yourself, okay? Now, when it comes to y'all message, okay, you have somebody here that has made a deal with Big G when it comes to you. Okay, this is somebody who is really in a Big G bag. All right, they're like, please, Big G, let this person come back into my life. Let me get another opportunity with them. Like, please help. You remember when Kevin Hart was like, help me? Like, somebody can have like a best friend, because you remember in that part with Kevin Hart when he was like, if you're my best friend, you're my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever I say, go with it, basically. All right. So somebody can be getting some little side help when it comes to a best friend. All right. Hey, Zion. Hey, Soul Fam. But nonetheless, this is somebody who is like, man, Big G, like, if you were able to just grant me one more access with trying this thing we call love when it comes to collective, I promise that I will be on my best fucking behavior. Like, this is the energy that it gives, all right? Now, when it comes to the song download, okay? We got Jagged Edge, I Gotta Be. All right. Some of y'all could have been born in the 90s, or you probably got this like 90s aesthetic. Maybe you're very natural. Maybe you don't wear a lot of makeup or anything like that. You wear your real hair, and you know what I'm saying? This is somebody. I'm hearing that song. I like the way you work it. No diggity. Okay. Somebody likes the fact that like you don't really even got to do too much, collective. When it comes to the ones and twos, like you really don't have to do too much. You can probably put a little eyelash on, a little lip gloss, and you set. You know, like, so this is what somebody really loves about you. Okay, now that we live in a world, and there's no shade to the baddies out there. Okay, no shade to the baddies that got to put that shit on. But when it comes to somebody in their natural state, somebody who is just naturally beautiful and does not need all the, A, B through Z to look the part, this is what somebody really loves about you, okay? Now, hey y'all, welcome in, welcome in. Okay? So when it comes to the Jagged Edge song, I remember I had got this download in another reading. All right. Also, too, before we get into the read, I am now on Twitch. Okay. I was like, what is Twitch about? And I remember I was listening to somebody, and it was like another confirmation about it. And I was like, okay, maybe I may invest in doing lives on Twitch. And it's the same username, okay? K Raw the Oracle. All right, I may be doing some reads on there and on here, okay? I just got to get the feel of it to see like what's it about, how to go about it, and all that good stuff. But if y'all if you guys are on Twitch, make sure you go. I don't know how it is. Do you follow me or add me? I don't know. Whatever it is, add your girl over there. All right. So back to y'all message, right? When it comes to the song Jagged Edge, I Gotta Be, somebody feels like I don't want anybody else to be the person for collective but me. Okay, they feel like I'm the one. Okay, I'm hearing that song. Who sings it? I know Zion is good for giving me the song artist and stuff. But I'm hearing that song. All the signs say that ever since the day that we laid eyes on each other, baby, you're the one for me. You're the one. You're the one. Who sings that song? I'm hearing it though. I don't believe we were put together. not to be together. And I don't believe it's anyone out there that can love me better. I don't believe. See your pretty smile. You're the one for me. I'm hearing that song. I forgot. I'm having a brain fart right now. I forgot who sings it, but yeah. When it comes to Jagged Edge, I gotta be. Y'all know that boy. He start that song off. He be like, "Don't wanna make a scene. I really don't care if people stare at us. Sometimes I think I'm dreaming. I pinch myself just to see if I'm awake. Is it real? What I feel, could it be you and me? Till the end of time." Okay? Somebody feel like when you stepped into their life, like it felt like a dream. Okay? This is like, I gotta be dreaming. I gotta pinch myself because ain't no way I done came across a person that literally checks off every box that I'm looking for when it comes to a woman or when it comes to a man, right? So in the chorus, he says, "I gotta be the one you touch. And baby, I gotta be the one you love. I gotta be the one you feel. I gotta be the one to fill your life with sunshine. I gotta be the one you know. 'Cause I will always love you so. I gotta be the one you need." Okay, I'm telling you. I gotta be. Somebody just really feels like it ain't nobody else, okay, that can tame you in whatever way you are other than them. All right, somebody feels it's kind of like that love at first sight, you know, like somebody had got a whiff of your energy, your aura, and they like, yeah, I know how to handle this one. Okay, maybe this person was playing games in the past. Maybe it was acting like, you wasn't the one. But now, it's given. It's funny how the tables turn. Okay, kick down your door and smack your chick just to show you Monica not having it. Okay, somebody's name could be Monica. But nonetheless, before we get into the nitty of the gritty of the message, okay, we are going to get into where y'all at right now in y'all souls journey. Okay, hey Antonio, gang. I'll be outside with my gang. It cracks me up how Jamie Foxx loves that song. Like, and y'all, if you really know me, y'all know that I love me some Jamie Foxx. Like, I just feel like he is just so fine. Okay, I still watch Jamie Foxx show and all of that. All right, somebody's name could be Jamie, okay? Or like, I don't know why it's making me think of Foxy Brown. Like, somebody may feel like you are just very sexy. You know how somebody calls someone a fox? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're a little older. Maybe you're out of your 20s. Maybe you're in your 30s or something like that. But somebody just feel like you fine as wine, baby. You only get better with time, okay? That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm also getting that maybe somebody want to take you on a date. Okay, this is maybe a way in which somebody may be trying to show you that they can be the one for you. All right. Um, Maybe you haven't been getting that type of approach when it comes to men or when it comes to women, or just an eagerness of showing like, hey, I'm interested in you, I want to pursue you, and things of that sort, right? So this is somebody that's like, what do I have to do to set myself apart from the other people that may potentially be trying to get into collective's energy, right? So I don't know. Maybe somebody could be planning some type of date night for you. All right. Okay. And listen, it's making me think of there's this woman on Instagram. Her name is Ashley. I forgot her last name, but it's Ashley something. But like, she gets on live with certain girls that are going on dates or going on outings or whatever, and she helps them with their appearance, right? So they'll show her the outfit that they got in mind, and she'd be like, "Okay, so what type of shoes you going for? What kind of purse are you having? Like, add some red lipstick, put an eyelash on, put some bigger earrings on, like. And her advice when it comes to like these little tips and tricks that she be giving the women, it really be like pulling it all together. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time she get off that live, the girls be ready for wherever they going. Okay, some of you guys can be designers, some of y'all can be stylists, or some of y'all can just have a really good eye when it comes to like style. Okay, you can be that type of friend where like people call you when they about to go out, like, all right, sis, or all right, bro, like check my outfit out, like how I look, what should I add, what should I take away, you know. It's kind of making me think also too of what's that dude, and I have watched these kids grow up, y'all, like through Instagram, but Jahari or something like that, where like he be like he asks like the kids questions and they answer truthfully, and he has this little sister or so that be like doing outfit checks with him, and it be so funny. She be like, it was one outfit he had, he was like wearing some black leather, whatever. She was like, you look like a mosquito. It's so funny. But like some of y'all really are that type of friend where people value y'all opinion when it comes to y'all, like y'all look or how y'all, y'all outfit before y'all go out. Okay. So I'm getting like, don't get annoyed in the sense that sometimes people always hit you up and ask you. This is just like a compliment. I feel like you are like the Tiana Taylor, right, of the group, or the Rashida of the group. Like you really know how to put that shit on, or you always look nice when you go out. So people value your opinion when they ask you like, hey, like how does this look? Okay. Hey, Slay. All right, so let's tap into where y'all at on y'all soul's journey. Okay, so we got worry here. All right, it says, I am learning that worrying doesn't change the outcome. Okay, so you got somebody a little bit in their feelings because they like, I don't know how this shit is gonna pan out when it comes to collective. It's like it can either go good or it can either go bad. All right. So they like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this is why, damn, abundance came flying out. All right. So maybe this is why somebody may be getting an opinion from a friend, right? Like, yo, bro, or hey, sis, like, I really like this person and I really value your opinion. Maybe this is somebody who they have seen has had a successful relationship or a successful marriage. And it's like, I really need your input when it comes to this because this person in particular got me feeling a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to lose them. I don't want to lose them. So I see that you was able to keep yours and yours is still going. So teach me the ways, okay? I'm hearing music soul child. Teach me how to love. Show me the way to surrender my heart. Girl, I'm so lost. Teach me how to love so I can put my emotions inside. Teach me. Okay, collective. Y'all really could have been dealing with somebody who, like, when it came to emotions, on any aspect that they came across an individual that they may have liked or found attractive, as when it comes to emotions, I feel like they could have really put that shit to the back burner. All right. It's like, okay, I'm starting to feel emotions for this person. Let me ghost them. Let me not talk to them as much. Let me kind of like distance myself. And all that really did in all actuality is make them think about you even more. When you put so much work into trying to avoid someone that you have feelings for, it's like you can go about your day and Big G is going to constantly send you signs and synchronicities in regards to that person because it's like, who are you fooling? You know that you love this person. You know you care about them and you know that you see a future with them. So why are you intentionally trying to put this person that you see in such a high regard to the back burner? You know what I'm saying? It's like, make it make sense here. Make it make sense. All right. So we got abundance, right? It says, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Okay. So when it comes to whatever this person wants with you, like they want to bring it to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Like the house, the kids, the white picket fence. Like, this is what this person wants to see into the fruition. Okay. Some of you guys could be worrying about finances. I feel like that's something that you shouldn't be worrying about. Like, as long as you are operating in your purpose, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Collective. When you are operating in your God-given gift, your gift is going to make room for you. Okay? Your gift is going to make room for you because it's not going to feel like a job. It's not going to feel like something that you have to drag your feet to go to. It is something that you love to do and it comes naturally. Okay? This is something where you're going to wake up and be happy to go to. And when you think of finances, it is very materialistic. You know what I'm saying? We can't take none of that shit with us when we leave this physical world. All Big G worries about is your heart space. Was your heart in the right space when it came to you doing what you were doing on this earth that not only benefited you, but other people as well? Okay? 1616 was just on the clock. That can be significant. Somebody's birthday can be on the 16th. 6 rounding up to 7, that 6 7 6 7 that can be significant. And y'all, I still don't know what the fuck 6 7 mean. I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comments. 6 7 6 7. I feel like one of them aunties were like, you know, it's like, put me up on the new slang. Like, what's the new hottest slang now? All right. But also, too, when it comes to this person, maybe they could be worried about finances when it comes to how they see themselves wanting to provide for you. Okay. Like, whoever this person is, they hold you in a high regard. Let's say that. Okay. They hold you in a high regard. They don't want you stressing about bills, your car note, the house, rent, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to live stress-free. Like this, and that's how you know somebody really love you, because this is somebody that really, like, considers you. Consideration is the biggest form of love. Is the greatest form of love. When somebody considers the fact that they don't want you stressed out, because I feel like when you stressed out, they feel like that takes away from whatever it is that as far as like how you can show up in regards to them. Okay. Whoever this person is, I feel like they recognize your hustle. They recognize how hard you work. And maybe this is why they're like, I don't want my person to feel like they got to bend over backwards and do this and be tired and all this and all that by the time it comes to coming home to me. Okay. So this is how this person may be thinking. All right. When it pertains to you. Okay, I like them. Whoever this person is, I like them. Collective, they considerate. They're very considerate. Okay. I feel like the reason also too is because this person looks at the way in which you treat yourself, how you show up for yourself, what you do for you. Okay, because I feel like a lot of y'all are in that energy of like, well, if you can't show up for me in the ways that I have been showing up for myself, it's kind of like, well, what do I, not in the sense of like, what do I need you for? But it's like, but it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do I need you for? You know, like I do these things for myself on a regular. All right. Anybody at this point that y'all are in y'all life is like, whatever it is that you want to do, you're going to have to add to what I already do for myself. So I feel like this is somebody who peeps that. You know what I'm saying? They peep that. Maybe they may not be in a position right now to not only care for themselves and another person. So this could be somebody that could be trying to curate some plans as far as like, how can I make this possible? Okay. This makes me think of, I remember I seen a reel of a woman. She was speaking on like how her husband, had took on another job in order to help her pay for like her own bills, right? Like he already had a government job or a county job or whatever it was that helped him with his self solely, right? And because he wanted to put his wife in a position to where like she didn't have to stress about things on her end, he picked up another job at the I think it was like a gas station, like a gas station cashier or something like that. And he worked to the point to where like he did not have to work there anymore because his wife was set. But this is where it takes two to tango, right? Because what she did was she knew the plans. I think it was like a clothing line, or it was something that he had wanted to pursue. So while he was working a double job, she was helping him in the background when it came to like helping him with his clothing brand and whatever message that he was trying to send within his clothing brand. And on the last day of the job, she surprised him with, showing him that she helped him get everything in order to start it, and she was very appreciative at the fact that he took on a second job. So she was like, the least I can do is like make his life a lot more easier when he comes home. So she was like, sometimes when he comes home, it'll be something sexy. She has something sexy on, or she'll plan a certain night or something like that. And that's when it comes to like being with a partner that recognizes the hard work that you are putting in solely for them. Like, it makes it easier when you're with the right person to recognize that and do something in return, just to show like I appreciate you for taking on this role when you really didn't have to, right? So, you got somebody, a little stressed, when it comes to how to make your life easier, because this is somebody who's thinking outside of themselves. Okay. All right. So we got envy, of course. It says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You got people around you. And here's the thing, collective, because of the person that you are, you have people around you that will feel away because you ended up being with someone who thinks of you in this type of way, or who is willing to put you in this type of position, okay? You got people in your life that feel like, oh, collective ain't never had to work hard. Collective ain't never had to go through the things that I've been through and all of this and all of that, And it's like, damn, like, God forbid he blessed me with somebody who sees the hard work that I've been putting in by myself prior to them coming into my life and want to make my life a lot more easier. God forbid, right? Like, damn. When it comes to like say this is somebody who wants to make sure that your bills are paid and you ain't got to worry and stress like that, and you can have the option of working, right? And if you do decide to work, maybe I got everything else. You can put that money into your business. You can put that money into what you want to do and everything like that. And you do that. You got people that are going to be envious of you at the fact that, one, you got somebody that loves you and is very considerate of you, and the fact that you are able to bring continuous revenue into your relationship because they help put you in that position. Be wary of the type of friends that feel a certain type of way because you really don't have to do much to feel secure in where you live in, who you with, or whatever the case may be. Be wary of those type of people. You should have people in your life that's happy at the fact that you're not stressing about a bill. You're not stressing about where your man is at, who they with, and shit like that. Be wary of those type of people because at the end of the day, misery loves fucking company. They want to pocket watch you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you get that new car? How you able, you ain't working no regular job. How you able to afford this and do that? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. It's giving that energy. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. This that splat. This that splat, okay? Oh my God. All right, so we got forgiveness here. And this came out, excuse me. This came out when I was shuffling the cards, and I smiled because I was just like, Somebody know, whoever this person is, they know before they got into this energy, they knew that they did something to lose you, because regardless of whether they were with you or not, you was going to make some shit shake for yourself. They knew that. They knew that. But all it took is for someone who realized how you were capable. Like, you didn't come, when it comes to you dating people or meeting people, you don't come with this sense of entitlement. Like, okay, now that you're in my world, you're going to have to pay for this. You're going to have to do this for me and all of that. You didn't come like that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really want much from this person but to show that, hey, I really love you and I really want something serious. I really want a commitment. I really want to be all in. That's all you wanted. And because they weren't able to give you that, it was kind of like, all right, cool. I found it. I'll find it elsewhere. And that's probably why some people envy you too, because some people could be so reliant on a man or so reliant on a woman to where when it comes to the high moments of their life, that's who they depended on in order to show those moments of their life. But you able to show those moments with the man or without. You're like, baby, I'm going to make it shake for me. I'm going to make it shake for me, whether I got a man by my side or not. And that just shows how highly you hold yourself, or whatever caliber you hold yourself up to, because it's like whoever it is that is deemed to be with you is going to have to meet you where you at. Okay, exactly, Slay. She said, teamwork make the dream work. Exactly. Okay, so this person knew that they messed up when it came to however they past approach was when it came to you. Okay, and they like, yeah, I need to get my shit together, you know. And that could be another thing as to why this person could be worrying, because you had a sense of abundance well before, like I said, well before this person came along. It's giving that energy of like, I want you, I don't need you. Okay, forgiveness says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. All right. Whoever this person is, they could have had an issue when it came to like, whoever they are, whatever it is that you do on your lonesome, you make this person want to step their cookies up before they crumble. Okay? You make them look at themselves like, man, I need to tap into what my passions are. I need to tap into what my purpose is on this life. I need to tap in. Because they see that with you operating in your purpose and you doing the shit that you love, it's bringing you a sense of abundance. Not even always in the sense of money, right? And an abundance of love, an abundance of support, you know, an abundance of opportunities. You know, you make this person want to put their 10,000 hours in when it comes to pursuing whatever their God gift is. And if you ask me, you know what I'm saying, that's a pretty big influence when people are able to look at you and be like, wow, you know what I'm saying, like, you've been doing this for a long time. I've seen you grow from here to here, and opportunities have came. And, you know, it's very motivational. It's very inspirational when it comes to having somebody in arm's length of you going towards their dreams and your goals, and you see them elevating. And that's another reason why some people that may be around you, that you grew up with or whatever, may be envious of you. Okay, because those are the type of people that had that crab in the barrel mentality. You know, like it's hard for some people to support you because you came from the same place as them. Y'all went to the same school. Y'all grew up on the same block. Y'all grew up in the same city. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shared a household, whatever it is. All right. Listen, honesty, if you really want to keep it 100, all right? It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself, okay? Some of y'all could have been in the energy too. If it's not just a lover, this can be like a friend or a family. These can be people that want your forgiveness as well, because the lack of, right? The lack of people that showed up for you, that supported you, that rooted for you. Okay, I don't know why I'm hearing Tyra Banks when she was like, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Like, you know, like maybe you didn't have those people that was rooting for you and being like, yo, I see what you're doing, keep at it, or whatever the case may be. You know, wanting to come in and be like, you know what, my bad for not believing in you, my bad for not supporting you. Like, I see, you know, maybe the things that I said when you told me your dreams and your goals, you know, maybe I didn't see your vision. And that's the thing, though, because when Big G gives you the vision, he gives you the vision. He doesn't give it to anybody else. He gives it to you to see through. And you seen through. Even when you were worried about finances, even when, you probably did not have it all, it's like you were banking on yourself, collective. You were banking on yourself. And sometimes that's all it takes is for you to believe in you, because how you going to expect anybody else to believe in you if you don't believe in you? You know, sometimes you're going to have to spend a little to get a little. And that's okay. But when Big G see your heart is in the right space, when it comes to you investing in those gifts that he has given you, he's gonna make a fucking way. He gonna make a way. And it's definitely gonna make some people feel a certain type of way when they see that, when you were in those positions where you didn't have a lot, but you still spent that $5-10 to get to that interview, or when you know what I'm saying, like you spent that bread on whatever in order to invest in yourself. He sees all of that. He sees all of that. So maybe the people that did not believe in you from the jump, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely some apologies coming your way. All right, because you could have told these people like, yo, I'm thinking about doing this. I want to do that, and they rained on your parade. How you gonna do that and you in that position? How this gonna happen if you ain't even went to school and did? We live in a world now where it's not what you know, is who you know. But also, too, it is what you know as well. But I feel like you are the type of person that has curated so many relationships with people to where, like, this is why you have that sense of abundance of love. You know, like, it's like networking. Because you believed in yourself and you connected yourself with people that also believed in you is the reason why these blessings is about to start pouring in for you. It wasn't about the money with abundance here. Yeah, when it came to starting up some shit or how you was going to get certain supplies or things like that, yeah. But when it came to you collaborating with people, whatever, it was never about the money. It was about you just finding people that believed in what you wanted to do, and they believed it or seen it and wanted to participate. I can contest to that when it comes to even a project that I'm working on now. And it makes me think of Issa Rae when she was like, she had did an interview, I forgot with who though, but she was talking about cross-working with your friends, And I can contest from like all the projects that I have worked on, whether it has been the models that I've had, whether it, whatever it is, it has always been people that I have known. You can't tell me that it ain't, because it's always been people that I've known, that I went to school with, people that I have seen have their own thing going on, and I felt like me bringing fashion into the situation was going to be a benefit. Like, I listen, I have had friends that has paid me more than what I have quoted them for some shit, because they believe that I deserve to be paid more from the discount that I was fucking giving them. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that it ain't people around you that do not believe in you more than you may believe in yourself. Shout out to LaShawn. Shout out to Thomas on God, because like I really have had friends that I've quoted them a certain price and they like, yeah, nah, sis. Yeah, let me put a little extra on that. On the real, okay? So collective, listen, I say that to say, as far as just know your worth. When it comes to like love interest, when it comes to whatever it is that you are pursuing, know your worth. Okay? Know your worth. Because people know your worth, but there's these people that's envious of you that will probably never tell you. You know? I had just reposted something on my Instagram. He was like, sometimes some people don't be supporting you or doing this or doing that because you're eating the girls up. Okay? You're eating them up. And they don't want to admit that you're eating them up in whichever way possible. You know, when it comes to like you having the biggest flex is for you bringing into fruition your God-given gift. That's the biggest flex that you can ever have, because you took a thought, you took a vision. Let's start from the root. You took a vision that Big G planted inside your mind that showed you that you were really good at, and you manifested that shit. You drew out the blueprint. You wrote out the plan. You did the research. You went and got whatever you needed to get, and you brought it to fruition. That's a big flex. That's a big flex if you ask me, collective. Okay? So that's why, you know, you got some people out here that may want to forgive you. I mean, may want an apology from you or to give to you, you know, because they just did not see it when it was first planted. You know what I'm saying? Imagine people that work on a farm that planted seeds across acres of land, and they planted the seed, and then the next day they don't see shit, and they like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? The seed is supposed to do what it's supposed to do. How come I planted it yesterday and it didn't come today? It takes patience. It takes time. It takes hard work. You know what I'm saying? It takes nurturing it. It takes all of that. But sometimes some people would just want some quick overnight type of shit, not knowing that it takes time. It takes time to get to where you're trying to go. I'm hearing Rome wasn't built overnight, okay? Some of y'all can have some type of background when it comes to that. But anywho, let's tap in and see what's going on in the heart space, okay? How you feeling? Who you feeling like? Who you feeling like? Or who's somebody feeling like, okay? So we got influences here. It says attachment, third parties, peers, okay? So that just doubles back into the energy as far as how I feel like somebody could be going to another energy in regards to you, okay? These are people that influence them. And I feel like you could be an influence too. You could be a social media influencer. I mean, shit, you could be a reader like me. You can just speak a lot of positivity or motivation or inspiration into people. But I feel like this is what attaches people to you, right? Because of the influence that you have. And there can be good influences and there can be bad influences, okay? Now, when it comes to somebody here, I feel like, especially with this envy energy, like you have to be careful about who you go to for advice, because some people don't want you to be better than them, okay? Say you go into someone where they had like failed relationships. They could never keep a man. They could never keep a woman or whatever. And you go into that person for relationship advice. And you telling them how you done found the person, you love this person, they got this, they got that going with the woo. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna feel like a threat to them because it's like, how you end up with somebody like this? How you end up with someone like this? But they ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you how they really internally feeling. So yeah, they gonna lead you astray. I wouldn't trust that. Right? With worry and finances. This could be somebody that's like, with somebody that got all that going on, they may treat you less than them because they make more than you or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you signing yourself up for a recipe for disaster. Like, damn, that's how you feel? You know what I'm saying? You don't see that as an opportunity of being inspired by your partner. You just feel like because a motherfucker make a little more than you, or they got even if it's not just finance, if they got more love or support or whatever, like they can leave you at the drop of a dime. Like, damn. You got to be careful who you go into advice with. Okay, if anything, if you want to go to someone with advice when it comes to someone that you see has something like flourishing. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to that couple that's been together for 20 some years and ask them, what should I do? Not somebody where you feel like you see that they on and off, they never committed to this person, that person. Like, come on. I don't care how cool you are. If that's uncle, if that's auntie, if that's brother, sister, mama, daddy, like you you got to look at the fruits of their labor and see if that's the same shit that you want to produce. On the real. Somebody can be coming up on like an anniversary of a wedding or something like that, cuz what was it? Like 2 weeks from now I am going to my mom's my mom is celebrating 25 years of marriage of her vow renewal. So it's like that could be significant as well. Okay. But influences plays a big part here. All right. For me to title this that this person is going to Big G in regards to you shows that maybe they may not have too many influences when it comes to a proper representation of love. Okay, maybe their last resort was Big G, as far as like, look, listen, I want somebody who is God fearing. I want somebody who, goes to you on days when it comes to me, right? Just like how they go into Big G on them days when it pertains to you. All right. This could be somebody who had allowed other influences to dictate how they move without even knowing the full story or without even really knowing how this person feel in their heart. And I feel like this could just come from somebody who may in the past, wasn't telling the full story. Maybe they only tell, when people go to other people and they only tell the parts where you did some shit, but they don't tell the parts on the shit that they did. And it's like, come on. Of course they gonna back you up on your end because you ain't telling the full truth. You omitting the truth. Okay, yeah, that's what brings this clouded judgment. It says illusions, unbalanced, distorted. And that's where honesty comes in at. Especially with me speaking on omitting the truth, not telling the full story. And I feel like whoever this person is, they did this for a long time. So it's kind of hard going back to the same people that you left certain parts out when it came to certain situations that they came to them with. Because, listen, your friends and your family are going to remember the shit that you done said about a certain person. When you came to them for advice, when you came to them about this or that. So all they can really go based off of is the shit that you done told them. If you told this person, yeah, they was lying, they was cheating, they was doing all this and boo boo boo, but you didn't say how you was fucking this and that and doing this and not, yeah, it's an illusion. It clouds their judgment. They can't really see the full picture because you didn't really explain the full picture. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know who this past person is, but it's like, I feel like they have other people feeling a certain type of way when it comes to you, especially when it comes to envy, because I don't know however this person painted you to be. But I feel like these people that are envious of you is kind of like, why do you want this person forgiveness after they did this to you and you said they did this and they did that? But like I said, they didn't tell their side of the full story as to how the shit even ended up being the way that it was between you and them. They wasn't being honest. So they can't even, this is like, this person can't even go back to them same people and ask for advice. All they can go to is Big G, because Big G sees and hears everything. He knows the shit that they did and they know the shit that you did in retaliation or whatever in regards to the situation. Yeah, exactly. And this is exactly why they are feeling this way. Okay, sinking, despair, falling apart. Because it's definitely going to have people questioning, like, what? After you done said that this person did this, that, whoop, 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 or whatever, like, what? I'm hearing, who can I run to when I need love? Okay? Falling apart, feeling like, damn, I didn't say half truth to this person. I done said half truth to this other person, this and that. Like, damn, I can't even run to whoever I need to run to when it comes to advice because I done already set the story up like this. Okay? Yeah. They're conflicted. Decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. Because this is really like somebody being stuck between a rock and a hard place. They can't go to sister. They can't go to brother. They can't go to mama, daddy, auntie, grandma. They can't go to them. Because in the midst of this person being upset or being at odds with you, they painted a picture that they can't unpaint. Okay? A motherfucker got Picasso in their house. ATL can be significant, okay? They done painted a whole Picasso and people are believing it for what it is. As far as what they see, what they presented to them. It would have been a lot easier had they said the truth as far as the part that they played, and to, instead of trying to blame everything on you as if you were the problem. You started this, you did this. They would have came across somebody that has some type of rationalization when it came to, like, you know what, bro, or you know what, sis, like, you was wrong in this part. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some type of constructive criticism. But no, they were fine because they were so upset with you, or they felt however they felt about you. They were fine with people feeling as though you were the fucking problem. You was the drama. And now that they want to undo the drama, they can't erase what the fuck they done said to other people in regards to you. They can't. Because the people you've been to that you love, they're not going to forget that shit when it comes to you coming to them in regards to the same person that you had odds with. This person, they did this to themselves. That's why when you are in a relationship, you keep that shit between you and who you in a relationship with. If you don't know how to do that shit, then you don't need to be in a relationship. It shouldn't be A through Z all up in your relationship. I remember dating someone and was like this shit. Like, respectfully, I do not need your mother coming to me about some shit that we done been through, that we were at odds with, and try and solidify the situation as if this is a three-way relationship. No. Because what happens when you get married to that person? You still gonna have mom, you still gonna have dad in the relationship. You're not gonna grow to a point to where you know how to how to mend or suffice the relationship without them. Like, come on. We grown. And we still need mommy and daddy to help us navigate our relationship. I get it. If it gets to a certain point, yeah, but like my new shit, come on. Come on. Everything has to go through them. I think the fuck not. Because it gets to a point to where you feel like it's you against the family or you against the friend, or it's like you can tell conversations was had without you being there. The moment I knew conversations was being had without me being there is when I remember his mom used to call me Sunshine. It went from Sunshine to Kels. Hey, Kels. I'm like, yeah, this is not going to be much longer. Okay, because it went to the loving, to the I feel away in regards to what's being told to me. I'm still going to be respectful and cordial, but it ain't that anymore. It's like noted, for sure. For sure. I get it. I get it. Like I always say, collector, sometimes you don't need to get in the fucking car to see where shit is going. Okay? Apology. Exactly. Exactly. With forgiveness coming out here, apology. Because this is somebody that's finally coming to the senses of seeing, like, I don't know how long maybe you and this person been in separation or at odds or whatever the case may be here, okay? But this is somebody coming to that realization of like, damn, you was right. I done heard this from this other person I dealt with. I done heard this from this person. And it's constantly a sign being sent to this person of leaving other people out the influence of y'all fucking relationship or y'all friendship, whatever it is. Because only you and that person know what the fuck actually really goes on, or what was said or what was done outside of them people. You see that cross here is like, please, God, let this person accept my apology. Because they know the part that they played. They know that it was bullshit, and they know that they made you out to be this horrible ass person. They know. They're not going to know. Nobody's going to know. They're going to know. They're going to fucking know. He going to know. Shit. Forgiveness. Return. Sorry. Exactly. And it makes this person look a certain type of way because it's like, it also makes the people that they went to question them, as far as like, after everything that you told me that went on and was done, now you are you want to apologize to this person for what? You put the story in a sense that you didn't do shit, that it was all them. But they know deep down in their heart that they played a fucking part as to why this shit panned out the way that it did. This shit is irritating me. If you can't see it. Like, this shit is really irritating me. Because the fucking audacity. The only reason why they feeling like their life is falling apart is because whoever else that they done dealt with, been with, or whatever is telling them the same fucking shit that you done told they ass a time before. And now it's starting to sink in. Damn, maybe I should leave people out of our friendship. Damn, maybe I should leave people out of our friendship. Damn, maybe I should know how to grow some motherfucking guts and handle shit on my own. Hello? Child. The fucking audacity. That's all I got. The audacity to now want to come in and apologize. Because what this does is put you in a position of people seeing that you weren't all the drama. It wasn't all just you. Who is going to apologize to someone that painted a picture that it was solely you that was the problem? Who does that? Who does that? Somebody that knows that they was dead ass wrong. Having people envy you because it's like, how dare you treat my brother like that? How dare you treat my sister like that? How dare you treat my friend like that? And all of this. Not knowing that their friend was treating you a certain fucking type of way. That made you act like that. That made you be like that. But they failed to mention that part. Let me calm down. Let me calm down, because whoever this person is, they are so irky. Like, ooh, wait. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm not gonna scream and shout. Okay. Silence, yeah, that goes to show that you and this person not talking. Okay, it's like what's understood don't need to be said. All right, Frozen, no words, stone wall. All right, your silence speak volumes, collective, is what I'm hearing. Okay, when you are in that position to where, like, you know the details is that as far as what fucking happened, you don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to prove a point. What happened, happened. However you choose to move is how you chose to move. And that's that. Usually the person that's guilty feel like they need to reiterate shit to other people so they understand. It's not for them to understand. Because they not in the relationship. They not in the friendship. They not in the family. Sooner or later, what goes on in the dark is going to come to the light. And with this hopeless energy, I feel like this person has been definitely feeling the feels in their moments of darkness when it comes to you. Okay, you was that go-to. You was that person that believed in what they wanted to do in life, that encouraged them, that tried to put them on, that tried to uplift and motivate them. Like, you was that person for them. But they didn't highlight that certain type of shit when it came to y'all being at odds. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person didn't mention the countless times that you done reached your hand out to try and pull this person up to their highest potential. But yet they want to exaggerate and highlight the times that they caused you to get out of your character. As if that's the conclusion of your character when it wasn't. So with this silence here, I feel like y'all just kind of like believe what you want to believe. I ain't got to prove shit. Like, I'm no longer in that situation. I'm no longer dealing with that person. So be free to believe whatever you want to when it comes to them and their story. You always going to be the villain in the motherfucking story that don't want to admit that they caused you to retaliate. The fuck? You always going to be the villain. It's okay. All right, ecstasy. It says chasing thrills, excitement, good time. I feel like a lot of y'all are really like, once you moved on from whoever this person is, you started to focus on the things that made you happy. You know what I'm saying? The things that got you that rush. This can be you tapping back into your goals, your passion, you know, those things that make you just feel good. It's like, yeah, I constantly want to feel that way. If you causing me to doubt myself or uh, wonder what this person think of me and that and this and that, then that ain't the place that I'm supposed to be at. Big G don't make me feel that way, so I'll be damned if I let another motherfucker make me feel that way. And I love that for y'all, on the real. That's why I said don't worry about finances. Just keep chasing the things that make you feel good. Because Big G gonna always align people in your journey on the chase of you doing things that make you feel good to make you feel even better. You hear me? He's always going to do that. Why would Big G want to throw a wrench in your journey when he see that you're doing something good and it makes you feel good? You know, now granted, sometimes he may test us, right? He may bring, I mean, what is it? Mercury fucking got micro braids right now. So it's like hell trying to take the motherfuckers out. You gotta have 2-3 people trying to take some micro braids out. Okay, so while we retrograding, like, of course he gon' in the midst of you going on your, you know, making your way downtown, walking fast. He gonna throw a motherfucker in from the past and see, like, all right, let's see what collector gonna do. And I need you. That song was playing at my job. I told my boss, I'm like, listen, can we switch up the playlist? Because I'm tired of hearing, what's that one song? Elizabeth Taylor. I was like, I forgot what song it is, but I'm like, bro, I'm tired of hearing this shit. We need a hip hop playlist. Speaking for the black people in this job. We need a better playlist. He like, I don't control it. I'm like, shit. Who's over the shit? Who is the DJ? And these motherfuckers be stuck in my head. Oh my God. What's that? Hoping, okay? Expecting, faith, manifesting. I'm telling you, you on the road to manifesting something great in your life, collective. Don't worry about the money. That's going to come. All you got to do is take the steps forward to it. Don't worry about how much the shit is going to cost. Work with what you got right now. If you're trying to do some movie production, do that shit off of your phone. Upgrade your phone. Pay that shit off monthly. You ain't got to pay $1,000 whatever for iPhone. Pay the little $30 whatever a month. Look up certain apps as far as editing, whatever the fuck. It's like be on your Nipsey Hussle shit. Know how to do all the shit. You know what I'm saying? On your own. And then you can put people aboard that knows how to do it at an expertise level. But for now, get that ring light. Get you a little banner. Get you a little a neon sign. Whatever it is. Work with what you got now. Because when Big G see that you working with what you got now, then he can be like, okay, I see the effort. It's giving effort. It's giving effort. Okay? And I guarantee you, he's going to have you at the right place at the right time. I was just talking to one of my regulars today, and I had seen her right before I left. And I didn't leave right when I had clocked out. I had did some shopping or whatever. And I had seen her, and we both stopped and started laughing. I was like, Sherry. I love Sherry. That's my girl, okay? And we just topped it up for a minute, but in the midst of our conversation, I remember she was like, "Yeah, my daughter is about to go woo woo for 4th of July, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, I thought she was going to drive. I think it was like North Carolina or something. That could be significant." But she was like, "Yeah, my daughter is finna go there." And I was like, "Oh, what's your 4th of July plans?" And we just chopping it up. I was like, "Oh, I thought you was going to drive there." She was like, "No, she's taking a plane." She was like, "But we film or whatever." But we was having so much of a kiki that I forgot to ask. I'm like, "What do you film?" You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what Sherry do for a living. You know what I'm saying? That I probably have to text her, talk to her, or whatever. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? What people do. You know, I work with people at jobs that are creatives. You know, so again, you just never know how Big G will have you at the right place at the right time. And get them in, and I'm hearing too, like, start speaking on whatever it is that you are doing, whether it's a project. I don't care if it's a stranger, but like if they ask you like, "Oh, what's your plans for the weekend?" "Oh, you know what, I'm working on this." Woo, woo, woo. You never know how that person be like, "What? I know somebody that does this," or whatever. Like that has happened to me so many times. Even just recently, I was talking to a chef, and they were like, and I was telling him like, "Yeah, I do fashion, whatever." He connected me with somebody else that just had got their own like building and stuff like that. Like, you never know the ways in which networking can help you get to another level. You know? You never know. Sunflowers can be significant, okay? That could be somebody's favorite flowers. I love sunflowers. Sunflowers and peonies. I love them. All right. Some of y'all, and it's so crazy too, because I was talking to a coworker today too. And on our little potluck that we had for work, they was playing Bruno Mars. And you know that song where he was like, "I should have bought you flowers." Like, whoever this ex is, they feel however they're feeling. I feel like there can be another energy on this person, like on their head, in regards to what they lack to do for them. And I feel like this is like deja vu, right? It's giving deja vu in the sense of this person remembering that you were asking for that same shit when it came to them. So here they are hearing this same shit from another body, another person, as far as their lack of and what they do for them or how they show up for them or how they love them. And so the other song that be playing at my job is the Miley Cyrus song when she was like, "I could buy myself flowers in the rain, talk to myself for hours." Like, one of my coworkers was telling me, she was like, "You know, that is a retaliation song in regards to like responding to that Bruno Mars song when it came to Miley Cyrus and her ex or whoever that she was with." Right? And I was like, "Damn, I didn't know that." Somebody can be into music, somebody can be into songwriting or something like that. That can be significant here. Um, but yeah, like, I guess Bruno Mars didn't think that song was going to hit the way that it did, but it did end up being a hit. And Miley Cyrus had made like like an additive to that song in regards to who she was with, right? So yeah. I feel like that. I was like, damn, I didn't know that. But I feel like y'all got to the point when it came to this past person, you know, where it was like, damn, you don't take me out on dates. You don't give me flowers. You don't do this. You don't do that. And you start doing that shit to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You start taking yourself out to those restaurants. You started to, buy yourself them flowers. Because we teach people how we want to be treated based off of how we treat ourselves. I remember I mentioned in another live, I was dating this one dude, and I guess he will always see how I would buy flowers and stuff like that. And I remember we went on our first date, and he had showed up with flowers. And I remember him saying to me, he was like, "Yeah, I brought you flowers because I see that you like them. I see that you always buy yourself them." And that always stuck with me because You never know who is paying attention to you, collective. You never you never know how people see how you treat yourself. You know, like literally. Yes, the other day I had took myself out to Korean barbecue. I just got paid. I was like, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing my grilled chicken and my avocado and you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, I don't feel like cooking. I really don't care to microwave anything or whatever. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to Korean barbecue. I went by myself and I had a ball. I love me. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I was in my own little world. Like, I didn't have to wait for anybody else to be done, to leave, whatever. Like, sometimes you just got to do that for yourself instead of waiting for somebody else to take you there. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many times that I have met people on solo missions. I remember I went to Hollywood and I went to Iguana's thrift shop. I just went looking and shit like that because I love thrift shopping. And afterwards, Cabo, it was like Cabo Cantina or something was right across the street. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get me some lunch or whatever. And I ended up meeting this one guy. I think he was from Texas. Somebody here can be from Texas or whatever. And we were just chopping it up, and he was telling me all like the cool spots in Texas or whatever. And we exchanged Instagrams and whatnot. Like, you never know who you may meet. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you just never know who you may meet. Stop waiting for other people, you know, especially when it comes to influences, to influence you to go places that you've been wanting to go. Stop waiting to where it's like, well, if they don't want to go, then I'm not gonna go. Go, collective, go. Go, trust me. You'll have a ball. For real. It got to the point, I remember, like, before I had to detach from a certain friend, I will always be like, oh, you want to go here? You want to go here? Oh, I'm going to see. I got to see. I got to see. I got to see. Right? Y'all know where that's from. The little sister was like, just say no. I got to see. I got to see. Because that's all you can really say is like, nah, I'm busy. I got this going on. When you say I got to see, like, you want to put me on the back burner. All right, well, I'm going to go by myself. And it got to the point to where I just consistently started to go by myself. And it got to the point to where it was like, well, dang, you didn't tell me you was going here. Yeah, because all the times that I did, it was, I got to see. I'm not doing that shit no more. You see that I'm having a good time by myself and I wasn't waiting for you. So that put the fire under your ass as far as thinking that I was finna sit here and wait. Shit. But anywho, collective, with this expecting energy, you know something good is finna come. So what you worrying about? What you worrying about? You know whether you show it or not to other people, you know that you've been putting in the work. Hey, Shira. Your name makes me think of somebody that I had met, and her name was Shira. Oh my God, I love Shira. Shira did not give a fuck, okay? I love Shira. I remember I did her makeup. She was like, oh my God, Kenzie, thank you so much. But I love Shira. Shira Byra. That's what we used to call her. Shira Byra. Oh, you make me want to call her. I gotta see how Shira's doing. Oh man. But like I said, collective, listen, you got faith. Big G know you got faith in your heart. But he also senses your sense of like, all right, Big G, I'm doing this. Like, do you see me? He sees you. He sees you. I feel like you're just in this gray area right now where he's trying to see if you are going to backtrack based off of you not being able to see it clearly with clouded judgment here, or if you're going to continue to stand 10 toes down on what you left in the past and keep moving forward. You know, sometimes that's a test within itself, having one foot in and one foot out on some hokey pokey type shit. You know? Because just because you choose to forgive people from your past with these apologies coming in, now that they see that you are doing better without them, don't mean that you have to allow people back into your access. You have grown to a point to where people literally have to go through Big G to get to you. That's why they made the deal. Deal or no deal. Some of y'all could have liked to watch that show. Okay, Mistake wanted to come out. It didn't come out fully. But somebody know that they made a mistake when it came to you. Okay? When it comes to this personal, I feel like their biggest thing is feeling, because I feel like it's a masculine energy. You know, no shade to my masculines, because I know it's a lot of y'all that watch me. But for whoever is in this energy, I do feel like this is somebody who felt emasculated because of you operating in your gift, or you knowing what you are here for and being very good at it. You know, don't get it twisted that your partner can be envious of you as well. Especially if they hold this macho type of energy as far as like, yeah, I'm the man and I'm doing this and that. And you know, when it comes to the work actually physically being done, your woman is surpassing you. Some men can look at that as motivation or inspiration and being like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Shawty is really inspiring me. Maybe I need to get on my shit a little more. Or, you know, thank you. Giving the acknowledgement of like, thank you for coming into my life, you know, and showing me that there's way more that I could be doing than what I have been doing. Just maybe. Just maybe, right? But it all depends on how you look at it. And how you look at it has a lot to do with your upbringings. That's like the root of how people are the way that they are. You know, those things that we went through, the things that people said to us, the advice that we were taking from certain people, it all plays a part in how we maneuver to this day. Because if you went through this life and you never had got any advice from anyone, you never came in contact with anyone, and you were just solely going based off of the things that you've been through, you will have a totally different outcome in opposed to if you did have those certain type of influences in your life. Okay? Curse came out. It says hex, witchcraft, negative mind. All right? Somebody definitely has some bad influences. And this goes back into what I said. Omitting the truth. You know, like this is like a motherfucker that has been beating on somebody from the minute y'all got together. And then they go to somebody for advice and being like, yeah, they finally got, you know, not saying that they finally got fed up, but this is like somebody like, yeah, they hit me. They did this and that. But you failed to say how you was doing all of this other shit prior to the fucking match being lit that caused them to retaliate. So the person you telling this to feels like you this angel. You have done no wrong. Like, somebody's birthday can be in October with this pumpkin here. Okay, that can be significant as well. Or something could have happened last October. All right. Woo. Emotional storm. I'm hearing emotional damage. Okay. turmoil, unstable, affected. What this person, I feel like what caused this person to even come to Big G in the first place is because they are realizing that they are continuing the same generational curses that they grew up in when it comes to whoever they are currently with, whether it be how they talk to them, how they treat them, uh, how they go about things. They are acting in a mirror effect of who displayed that type of energy towards them when it comes to how to treat lovers, friends, or anybody else. And it's affecting them because it's like coming to that realization of like, damn, I am my mom. Damn, I am my dad. Damn, I am my siblings. And you know, when you go through that certain type of awakening of or understanding about yourself as far as how you are mirroring those same acts, it can be emotional because it's like, damn, by that time you done lost solid friends, you done lost solid lovers, you done lost solid family members because you're now starting to see like, damn, this is exactly, I'm projecting the same shit that I went through onto other people. And that shit not fair. And now here I am calling on Big G name because I done fumbled somebody that I really truly loved. That shit hit different. I'm hearing that song by Ty Dolla $ign. Hit different, hit different, hit different when I think you might be with somebody else. Hit different when hit different, hit different. Like, yeah. Shira, I'm in Cali. I just seen your I just see your question. You said, where you at? Some of y'all could have had chirps back in the day. You remember it was like, where you at? Somebody wish that they can turn back the hands of time. I feel like that's why I got that type of energy. Somebody feel like they can go to where, like the times where y'all maybe used to talk on the phone or whatever. Because again, there's silence here. You ain't heard from this person. You ain't talked to them. Somebody just wish that they can hear your voice. I keep hearing that song, and I had got this in the download. What was it? Yesterday, day before yesterday, a couple days ago, whatever. But do I ever cross your mind? Anytime? Do you ever wake up reaching out for me? That was that Brian McKnight. Somebody's name could be Brian. Somebody can have that last name of Mick something, you know. But yeah, somebody is very emotional when it comes to you in regards to like something that has been stirred up here. When it comes to emotional storm, somebody can live in a state where there's like tornadoes or something like that. That can be significant. Okay. Like where it's hurting them, it's kind of like it's not hurting you because you knew why you left a situation or why you stopped dealing with a situation. But that conflicted feeling is because somebody knows that they did, when they had the opportunity to go about something a different way, they didn't. And because of that, this is their repercussions. You know, I don't know why. I'm hearing two things. That song by Whitney Houston, count on me through thick and thin, a friendship I will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong, helping you to carry on. Call on me, I will be there. Like somebody feel like they really lost the person that they can call on about anything. That's where I feel like that hopeless energy comes in at. And the other thing that I had heard was Lean on Me. Right? But the movie though is making me I don't know why that scene when Mr. Clark was on the roof with old dude, he was like, "You smoke crack, don't you?" It's your brain cells. He was like, "Go ahead, jump." No, Mr. Clark. No, Mr. Clark. Like some people may envy you because you're a very blunt person. Maybe you a Sagittarius like me, child. You know, to know us is to love us. You know it's coming from a loving space. But when we do speak on certain shit, it's not meant to hurt your feelings. It's because we really care. You know, it's like if Johnny if Johnny had 5 fucking apples and you take away 2, how many do you got? If I didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't be asking you. I wouldn't be reiterating this shit multiple times if I didn't care. It's because I really want you to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't care. If Johnny had 5 apples and they take away 3 and you got 8, all right, well, I mean, shit, all right. When you really love and care about motherfuckers, it's like, God damn, we've been through this shit multiple times. Do I have to go to motherfucking Ralph's and buy the apples to show your ass? Like, damn. We not finna go all out if we don't give a fuck about you like that. Come on. All right, so we got shocking. Oh, shit, this charger is getting hot. It burned my stomach. So we got shocking and confession, okay? Turmoil, trouble expected. That's for shocking. And then we got confessions, unrevealing, coming clean messages, all right? Somebody's going to come to you about some type of truth. Okay, part of me feel like y'all already knew the truth as to why y'all standing 10 toes down on how y'all feel and y'all going about y'all way of continuing to pursue your dreams and your goals. You know, maybe you didn't think that this person was actually going to have the fucking guts to come to you and be like, yo, so this is what it is. This is what happened. This is why I treated you this way. This is, right? Because I feel like some of y'all got convinced in your mind, like, yeah, it's been this long since, silence, since I talked to this person. Like, you kind of already threw that in the towel. You chucked it up as a loss or whatever. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways. But you got somebody coming on some Usher shit. This is my confessions, right? When it comes to you. And I feel like that's what's going to confuse you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Where's this coming from? Because somebody has a guilty conscience when it comes to you and how they treated you or whatever. It's something that somebody just can't let go. You never know. As much as they have been going to Big G in regards to you, they probably heard them words as far as like, go to that person. You know? Have you ever like just felt the need to do something because Big G told you to do it? You felt in your heart that that's what you had to do? Just recently, I remember I have a coworker and somebody had told me like one of her friends had passed away or whatever. And it's like I went to her like, yeah, girl, I heard what happened. I'm praying for you. No, I'm not seeing her. She's always working. She's always working, always busy. I'm like, hey, whoopty whoop. I'm like, give me a hug. And I just gave her a hug. I gave her a long hug. And she was like, thank you. I needed that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's understood don't need to be said sometimes. And I feel like this is what a lot is going on when it comes to this person because they know exactly what they did. So it's not like you have to come to this person and be like, you know, you really did this. You did this X, Y, and Z. Let me pull out the fucking what's those things from back in the day when they, that's how you knew it's gonna be an easy day. When they reeled out the what's the shit called? When they have the lamp and they got the clear paper and you can see it on the wall. I fucking forgot. You know what I'm saying? But, what is it? The projector? I forgot what that shit was. Everything's so digital now, like kids ain't never gonna know. Okay, they ain't never gonna know the beauty of seeing that shit. All right, but listen. Somebody is realizing how much time has passed and you ain't budging. All right, waiting, cycles, moments. And it's crazy because the longer the time apart that y'all spend, the more they feel the need to approach you, to talk to you. Because it's hard for them to shake whatever this feeling is, okay? It's hard for them to shake whatever this feeling is. Yeah, look, spying, as I'm finna go into the other deck. Social network information ways. Somebody could be trying to look for a sign when it comes to you. Okay, this is like, if you post some shit like, I don't want nothing from my past coming back into my life. You know how they, you know, new year, new me, 2026, I'm done. If you post some shit like that, they're like, yeah, they definitely don't want to see my ass. You know? It'll be that type of energy. Like, they're trying to look for any type of sign, you know, that will make them feel like, okay, this is my green light. This is the time that I should come and say how I feel. Okay, in the love department, if you reposting or any, you know, maybe you just reposting shit for the fuck of it, for shits and giggles, whatever. But if it's anything pertaining to like, I want a man that's like this, I want a woman that's like this, or whatever, they know that they were not that. So you putting yourself out there in that way is going to make this person feel like, okay, this is the time that I need to come and say something, because I'm pretty sure somebody going to get the picture that they wasn't treated right and was going to want to come and swoop in and try and treat them right. So let me be the one to reiterate some shit that was already established with them. Let me reconcile. Okay, we're gonna get into the other deck. All right, what's this hopeless feeling? What's the situation when it comes to this hopeless feeling? Thank you, Shira. Coffee cup. Okay, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. Okay, if this person does not work their way up to being in a relationship with you again, at the least, collective, they would want to at least be your friend. You know, it's not like a date, like dress up, be ready at this time, the attire is this. No, this is like, hey, like, can we, you know, let's meet up at a Starbucks. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. You know, let's clear the air. It's that type of energy. Because the feelings that they have is just, it's reaching a peak here, okay? What's this conflicted energy? Heartbroken, yep. Deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving, and despair, breakup, okay? So, yeah. The trip part is, I feel like this is somebody that felt like they had all the choices in the world when it came to, because it's conflicted, says decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. They feel like they had all the choices in the world when it came to their pick of the crop, right? When it comes to you. But it was something about you where they knew that that was the end all be all. But they're like, yeah, okay. They feel like, okay, let me hold collective in my back pocket. Let me source out these other options. And if I deal with these other options and they turn out not to be what they, was chucked up to be, then I know I still have collective. You are nobody's rebound. You are nobody's plan B. You no. 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 This person wanted to be hot and ready like Little Caesar pizza when it came to you, when y'all was on good terms. But the minute you challenged them as far as, coming correct or, treating you seriously, that's when you got the cold aspect of them. Because they like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'll be cold with you. I got other options that I can be hot with. All right. All right. Motherfucker feel like they got it like that. All right. I'm hearing Faded Pictures. Who is that, by Joe? With this picture frame here. Broken frame. And I ain't feeling. Yeah. What's up with these influences? What's that about? I'm curious. Okay, wedding rings. Exactly. You want to speak to people who actually have a fucking commitment. Wasn't I not speaking on that earlier? You get influenced by people that ain't been with somebody longer than 6 months. Ain't never been married before. Ain't never had something serious. Why seek advice from those type of people? Union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. And that's the thing, though. When you get advice from people who have never had a solid individual in their life, they can easily steer you astray. But when you are with somebody that has some experience under their belt when it comes to dealing with someone that you really love, having that foot in the relationship and the foot out of how you used to navigate, I'm pretty sure the people that got the ring is going to highlight the fact that when you find something special in someone, you hold on to it. Somebody you can't stop thinking about, somebody that you see a future with, somebody that makes you want to change your own ways. That's the one that you want to hold on to. But they weren't going to people like that. And I feel like the main reason they weren't going to those type of people because in their mind they knew that is what they were going to be told. They just was not ready to hear the truth. They wasn't ready. But now they see. When it comes to whatever other options that they had and it wasn't hitting for shit, it didn't give them that feeling that made them think of having kids, being married and shit like that. It was just the ecstasy feeling, the thrill of it. Oh, you look good. Oh, this. Oh, that. It's like going on a roller coaster. An end is going to come at the end of that. What's this apology? What's this apology? Abundance, positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and bliss, blessings. Yeah, somebody is realizing that you really were a blessing from Big G. That's why they're going to Big G in regards to you. That's why. Because it's not even just like this. You are the type of person where somebody can get influence about getting their ass up and making some money by being a better person to get that abundance of love and support and care. You are a prime representation of that. And as I'm looking at this coin here, if you see right here, it says peer, okay? So I feel like this person allowed these influences to peer pressure them. You know, they getting advice from people that wasn't going to say, you know what, you should take collective on a date. You should, you know, have a conversation with them. Maybe you should be honest with them. You know, no. They were dealing with people that were going to shift this person's mindset into doing things like that. They dealt with people to where it's like doing them certain type of things make you look like a simp, make you look weak, make you, it's like, and you see why they ain't got nobody to come to at the end of the night after hanging out all day. They ain't got nobody to go home to. Somebody's initial can be B. Okay. Even when it comes to you having a positive mindset, like, you know, this person was the one that can come to you and be like, you know what, even when it comes to worry and abundances, like, I want to do this, but maybe I ain't got enough. I don't know how to do this. That's why it pays to have somebody solid in your life, whether it be friend, family, platonic, non-platonic, whatever. Because if you're not able to see another route towards you getting to where you're trying to go, somebody that really loves and cares about you, and somebody that Big G put in your life will help put something in your ear to where it'll help you change your mindset to something more positive, something more lucrative. They could have dealt with people to where it's like, man, I ain't got enough money. And they like, man, okay, Siri, play Spin That Shit by Young Miami. Go scam. Go do this. Go rob Peter to pay Paul, whatever the hell. You end up in more shit than you anticipated. Somebody who really loves you is going to challenge you towards being your best self, looking deep within you and being like, what was I put on this earth to do? What passions do I have? What goals can I accomplish? That ain't gonna land your ass in jail or off the earth in itself. You are the person that this person manifested, and when you came, they was just not ready. So this is like, again, this person going to Big G and being like, please give me a second chance. Please give me a second chance. I done seen what was out there. I done seen what I needed to see. Okay. And I see now, okay? I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Okay, because this emotional storm had them a little upset when you kind of, you know, I didn't even know Coffin was here when, I mean, shit, when you ended the situation, when you deaded it, it had them a little upset. Like, what? And it just goes to show the advice that they was taking caused you to slip out of their fingers. Because the advice that this person got from other people may have worked with that person with other people, but it did not work with you. Once you did it, that situation, that was like your way of being like, you know what? When one door closes, another one opens. If this person was meant to stay in my life, they would still be here. But being that they're not, they're not. Okay? It's giving you snooze, you lose. Because this person slept on you. Or this could be somebody that, you know, could have just looked at this situation as somebody they could sleep with. And it's like, all right, that's all you see when it comes to me, then okay. But deep down inside, they knew it was much more to you. All right, new beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, tragic ending. Yeah, they knew it was way more than just a physical connection. They knew they would listen. They would not be feeling this way if it was just somebody they could just hit it and quit it with. For somebody to go to Big G about you, they know that it is out of their control when it comes to them trying to get you back into their life. Ain't nobody praying to Big G when it comes to somebody they don't really care about like that. What's up with the silence here? We're going to tap into the silence card. All right. What's up with the silence here? Engagement ring. Okay. This person wants to engage with you, maybe in conversation or whatever. But higher commitment, eternity, partnership, union, and completion. I'm hearing that Keisha Cole song. You complete me. You hurt my heart in your hands. And it's okay. I forgot the name of the song. You know what? You want to know what's crazy? What makes this person really feel like this is the person that I want to marry? Because nobody gets under their skin the way that you do. Your silence gets under their skin in a way that they hate, which makes them know you are somebody that they want around on a consistent basis. It grinds their fucking gears, collective. Because listen, I'm telling you, whether it was the moment this person seen you, the more they got to know you or whatever, they deemed you as somebody that they wanted to put the ring on. Okay? They deemed you as that. But they thought they could just put you on the back burner. They had plenty of time. They can keep playing the field, and you was just going to be right there. No. You ever went to a store and you seen something that you really... This just happened to me. I love smiley faces, y'all. I love smiley faces. Anything with a smiley face, I love it. I got hair clips, bags, whatever. There was this ceramic smiley face lamp, right? And I was like, ooh, but at our job, like, you know what I'm saying? In order to give the customers the opportunity, we got to wait 2 days in order to purchase it, right? And they just put it out. And I was like, damn, I was telling my boss, I was like, I really like this. I was like, can you plug it up? I want to see how it looked when it come on. It was so pretty, right? So I'm like, all right. Today was the day that I could have bought it. I went to go look for that shit, gone. I was like, fuck. I was so hurt. I'm like, damn, I really wanted that damn yellow smiley face lamp. And that's a lot of what this person thought. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you go to a store, you're like, oh yeah, this is cute, whatever. I don't want to get it today. I'll come back another day. And it's gone. Somebody else got it. No, when you left that store, all you can think about the rest of that day was like, damn, I should have got it. I should have got it. So that's because this person knows the type of person that you are and their lack of when it came to treating you a certain way. That's why they going to Big G. Like, please let it be there still. Let it be available still. And sometimes with some people, you know, they luck up. I remember when me and Z used to work at FedEx. And he was into reading books too. Because aside from him being a hood nigga, he was really a nerd. He was really smart. Like... And that was always so funny to me because it's like, nigga, yeah, 20 cryptids, whatever the hell, you're a nerd. You know? And I remember I had let him use my mouth. I was like, we were talking about books, and I was like, I got this book I want you to read. And it was Malcolm Gladwell, The Outlier, right? He talks about and gives so many scenarios as far as how many upper echelon type of people have made this level of success by um, doing their 10,000 hours towards their goals, their purpose, and their dreams and stuff, and how they have reached a level of like superiority, right? So I had let him use this fucking book. Never got it back. I don't know what happened to the book. I really wasn't impressed about it. You know, at that point, I think I had read like only 3 chapters, and I was like, okay, whatever. I counted as an L. I was about to get mad at him over a fucking book, whatever. This random day, I went to Goodwill, and I was looking in their book section, and I found the book. I was like, yes, it came back. It came back. This is making me think of Marcus Houston's song Circles. Okay, if you love something, let it go, and when you come back, then that's how you know. For right, and you back in my life. What he say? Ran across a picture you took of me, and you crossed my mind. I still hear saying you love me when you cross my mind. I ain't seen your mama in a while. I'm probably off. But some of y'all could have bumped into like a family member or something of this person. Cause like something is coming full circle. Even when it comes to the things that you told this person in the past, and them meeting other people and them reiterating the same shit that you done told this person, it started with you though. You called them out on their bullshit. They didn't think that they was bullshit until they met other people that also called them out on their bullshit. Because in that Marcus Houston Circle song, what he say? He said, came across your... What he say? I ain't seen your mama in a while. And she looked at me, she smiled, and asked me if I'm doing okay. She said, and said you should come for the holidays, yeah. She asked if I could stay a while, because you was just something, and you was just 5 minutes away. Yeah. Some of y'all can have like a parent finger trying to get you and somebody to come back together. They're like, oh yeah, Whoopty Whoop is on her way. Like, you got 5 minutes to spare. They're going to be here. It's like... Because I just feel like somebody has been talking to someone in regards to you. And it's just so ironic that maybe you bump into the person that they were talking to you about. And they like, yeah, even if they wasn't on their way in 5 minutes, they hitting that text like, yo, Whoop is here. How far are you? How far are you away? You should come like right now, nigga. This could be you out with like your girls or your bro. Maybe somebody y'all know mutually spotted y'all and was like, yo, Whoop is here. You should come. You should pull up. You should come now. They here. This is the perfect opportunity. That could be a confirmation for some of y'all. All right. What's this shocking news? Okay. Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. Okay. You may be shocked at the fact that like, it's like while you are going on with your life, collective, again, chasing your dreams, going after your goals, you just may not know that this person is like peering in on you, wanting to see what you up to, what you got going on. You know? What's that song I'm hearing? Who you fuck? Who do when you? I can't get it. That's all I hear from it. But I'm also hearing Chris Brown residuals. Tell me who's getting on my love. Okay. It could be lovers, friends, whatever the case may be. Like you got people from your past that could have been envious towards you that are peering in to you, and they're shocked at what they see because you have elevated your life in a way that shows these people I really did not need you next to me, or I did not really need to be with you in order to get here. Okay, this can be somebody that likes to wear sunglasses a lot. All right, somebody that likes, they wear a mask. They don't really want people, because you know how they say eyes are the windows to the soul. So this could be somebody that wears sunglasses in moments where like you are going through abundance and things like that. And they know that it will be easy to decipher the fact that like they are a hater based off of how they look in their eyes when it comes to you getting this abundance of love, support, care, and all that. That could be significant. All right. But also, to again, like you could just really be shocked at the fact that people that you felt like really did not fuck with you or care about you or anything like that is focused on what you got going on. Okay. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. And speaking of fan, I feel like it's making these people hot at the fact of like, how dare you succeed without me being your friend? How dare you succeed after we broke up? How dare you succeed after you cut me off? It's giving that. And did. Okay, the fuck. And did. And did. Okay. What was this clouded judgment here? Damn, all these cards came out. I'm gonna take them too. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. Okay, some of these people did not realize that you played a specific part in their life, and because maybe they listened to other people or their ego, it caused them to kind of miss out on you. Okay, Phoenix, new phase and rekindle, renew and growth, changed mind, rise from ashes. Self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Yeah. Some of these people want to renew things with you because of their clouded judgment when it came to you. It's crazy because I feel like the main person or the main people that have had something to say in regards to you that made them form this judgment upon you now see you for who you are. It never stuck. Whatever it is that they say, yeah, it may have stuck for a minute, which makes me feel like your name is just constantly in people's mouth. Like, collective, you the tongue. You the tongue, okay? You the tonsil. Because like somebody constantly brings you up, and it makes people want to peer in and look at what you got going on. They're like, damn, collective don't give a rat's ass about whoever, about what they doing and what they got going on. But apparently somebody got all the facts on what you got going on, being that you not even in their energy no more. It makes these people feel like, yeah, you need to heal. To whoever is talking, speaking up on you or whatever, they're like, yeah, you need to heal. Because clearly you're still bothered about some shit that causes you to want to keep replaying this situation that you're clearly not over. You're clearly not over it. And that's where that shadow work comes in at. Because that guilt is eating their ass up. It's eating their ass up. And the only way they feel good about it is when they go to people that is willing to hop on the bandwagon of the hate train when it comes to you, collective. Like, yeah, I don't like collective either because of how they treated you. Yeah, but they ain't telling them, like I said earlier, the shit that they did to cause you to not want to fuck with them. You know, it's like sooner or later it'll be them. And then they'll see, you know. And maybe that's what happened to some of these people. They believed this person or these people until it became them. Just like it became you. Now they're like, I see why collective doesn't want to fuck with you. I see why they feel the way that they do. I see why you feel the way that you do. But by that time, it's too late. Ain't no more listen, Linda. Ain't no more of that. You chose a side, so stay over there. Sucks to suck. Maybe that reading may resonate with y'all because I do have another reading for the new heads here that on my lives is titled Sucks to Suck. So, yeah, maybe you want to go over there and look at that and then maybe give you some more confirmations. What's this time here? Date. Ooh, collector, who is this? Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. Okay, so y'all may have a new person, the chaser. Somebody's very adamant as far as like wanting to get to know you. Okay, now I see this two ways. Whoever this past person was, I feel like you were waiting on this person to take this type of initiative that the new person is. You know, you just waiting like, damn, when you gonna ask me on a date? When you know, actually operate in a way that lets me know that you want to pursue me. When is that happening? You know, this person wanted you to chase them because it says fear of abandonment, chasing, codependency. They would rather feel better knowing that they did the rejecting when it comes to somebody chasing them versus them being rejected for them pursuing someone else. But when it comes to whoever this new person is, this is somebody that's like, yeah, I want that one. Okay, what's that? What's that DJ Mustard song? I want her. All the rich niggas want her. Want her. If I'm a spin, I'm a pay for some friends, okay? This is a gentleman. This is one of them type of people, okay? This is probably this type of energy with this new love that you finna have coming in. This is going to expose the envious type of people that you got around you, okay? When you got a certain type of, for the feminine energies, okay? Even for the masculines. Because, look, we trick too. I ain't even gonna say trick, but we spin too if we like you. Okay? But for both sides, if you got a feminine energy where this reminds me of this reel that I had seen of this dude about to go out. He was like, the girl, she was like, all right, babe, I'll see you later. She was like, wait, come back here. She gave him like $300 or something. He like, what? He like, for real? She like, yeah, go out, enjoy yourself, have a good time. He like, man, I don't want to go no more. He like, hell no, I don't want to go no more. But listen, you, based off of, you can feel like you got the most solid motherfuckers around you. That's my bro, that's my sis, that's my right hand diary, whatever the fuck you want to call them. It ain't until you never know. How can I explain this? You never know how people are going to be exposed in whichever way, shape, or form. Some of y'all, it's going to be exposing your partner. Okay? I don't care how cool you done been with Ashley and Judd. I don't care how cool you've been with them. When they see that you are getting love correctly, especially if they were around to see how fucked up people have treated you in the past, and you finally land somebody who is like very generous of you, and if you going out with your girls, they give you a little extra to cover their asses too. Oh, baby. It's going to enlighten you about the people that you have around you. Some of y'all can have that certain type of people in your life to where, you know, if they coming to pick you up, they footing the bill for all of y'all. So the next time y'all go out, they feel like they ain't gotta have nothing on deck because Wooty Woo man gonna pay for it. No, bitch, that's not yours. It's mine. He was feeling generous that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll expose certain shit. For the masculines, you got a female that's doing all this or whatever. You may have some homies that may behind your back try and test your woman. Slide in the DMs, do all of that to see if they got a crack to come in because they man's got somebody that's solid. It's crazy out here. For real. You know, if you the masculine and you bragging, you know, your woman give you bragging rights. You like, yeah, my boo done took me on a date. We did this, that. She paid for everything. Yeah. Let's see how the masculines act when you bring her around. Yeah, bro, I gotta go because I gotta deposit like $5,000 in the bank right now because, you know, it closed at 6. Like, shut the fuck up. Your ass ain't never mentioned no $5,000. Oh my God. You gotta watch shit like that, for real. You do. Because when somebody know you got a hitter, they get to acting different when they come around to see if, you know, they gonna jump. Because listen, like, once you get the person, you got to keep pursuing them. Don't ever think that it's nobody else that is trying to still actively try. Okay. What other one didn't we? What's this hope and energy for? Oof. Oh shit. Pictures, butterfly, death. Okay. Definitely somebody that you ended things with, that the death card is out here. All right. It says the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform. What's dead is dead. Okay. So yeah. If whoever this person is trying to manifest you back into their life, this is like a hard pill to swallow when it comes to them, okay? Because with the butterfly, you have evolved. It says evolving in growth, next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. You could have only been with this person because, you know, maybe you struggle with abandonment issues yourself or with daddy issues, mommy issues, or whatever, you know? Overdoing yourself in order to prove a point that you are worth being a part of someone's life. But I feel like once you did the healing work and you found out what the root as to why you probably stayed in past situations, it was easier for you to move forward. You know, it's like, what is the point of trying to revive a dead situation? The person is the situation is dead and you steady trying to pump blood into it like it's gonna bring it to life. You doing CPR and the heart ain't working. All right. So pictures, looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Yep. Especially being that like this card came out. I don't know why it's giving me a weird energy here. With curse coming out, with hex, witchcraft, or whatever. Like I don't know which this person, whoever this person is, like if you have an inkling that they dibble and dabble and shit like that, this can be your confirmation. And it ain't gonna be for all of y'all. Okay, take what resonate, leave the rest behind. But for this type of person, you know, if they know that they can't physically do something in the physical world to try and get you back, this is like somebody doing love jars, you know what I'm saying? Honey spills, whatever the case may be. It's like, it's making me think of this card that's in my love oracle deck. It says unrequited love, and underneath it says this connection does not have enough love or chemistry to keep it going, or something like that. And that's just what it is. Like, this person cannot change the free will of how your heart feels, because your heart already experienced how it felt when you were with this person. It's imprinted. They can't undo the actions that they've done that caused your heart to feel the way that it did towards them, because you lived through it. You lived through it and you healed through it. You know, this is like trying to make somebody, this is like you breaking your ankle and you getting a cast and you taking those months to heal and everything like that, but somebody's still wanting you to feel the pain of your ankle being broken. It does not work like that. It doesn't work. All right, so we're going to get some last words. Look at you at the bottom of the deck, Empress. I'm telling you, you have grown to be something substantial, collective. And when you reach this Empress level, that's you being in your divine energy. So I see why, you know, this person is asking Big G for another chance when it comes to you, okay? So, Spirit, any last words in regards to this situation? Any last words? The Tower, okay? Now, the Tower can speak of a lot of things, and it speaks of things breaking apart from relationships that were built on a faulty foundation, okay? Whether it be a faulty mindset, a faulty way of how y'all got together, whatever the case may be, right? But I feel like when it comes to the beautiful aspect of this as it pertains to you, is that even though it was not built on the best of the foundations, it left room for you to rebuild something else. Okay? With the Tower moment, things get exposed, shit hit the fan, all of that. You needed that to happen in order for you to operate in the energy that you are operating in it right now in this moment. You know, it didn't feel good. This is like that 9/11 type of shit. Somebody's birthday could be in September. Okay, 11 makes me think of like 1111. Some of y'all could have been seeing that number for a minute, or like twin flame type of energy. And oftentimes in twin flame relationships, it puts a mirror to the things. When you meet a certain person where you have that twin flame connection, it puts a mirror to your soul as far as the things that you need to work on. Because it takes that certain type of person for them, through however they operate, to show you the things that you need to tend to. Whether it be your attitude, how you come at people, how you treat people. You know, it's like, you know how they say opposites attract? Kind of like that. Okay? But this Tower moment needed to happen. Because it's like this person needed to feel exactly how they feel now, so they won't go treating somebody else like that. It's making me think of Tabitha Brown when she was like, when she be like, and have a good day and don't go messing up anybody else's day. Like, yeah, it is still possible for this person. I'm hearing SZA good days to have good days, but it's that reminder when it comes to pursuing anything else. You were the catalyst. You were that bar that was set as far as how to go about treating other people so they won't feel how they feel when it comes to you again. Because trust me, they don't like this feeling. They don't like the feeling as if like they have to spy on you, do all of this just to see how you doing or what you got going on, if you're talking to anybody else, if you got new friends, all this stuff. Like, they don't like this feeling because it makes them feel like they don't have a wristband to come in. It's like next time you'll come prepared so you can get in. Okay? So this tower moment was very much so needed. What else? Judgment, the Nine of Cups. Yeah. And it showed you how once you got the information that you needed when it came to judgment, how you were more emotionally fulfilled by yourself than staying in that situation. I don't know why it's the thought that just came to mind, that scene on Life when Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence were standing on the bottles. I don't know why that shit, it made me think of that. It's like, a faulty foundation. It's rocky. It's. I don't know. Maybe one of y'all just got finished watching that movie. I don't know. Somebody name could be Martin, Lawrence, Eddie, something like that. But I feel like you kind of felt as though, like, you know what? Even though that's y'all, how y'all sleep at night with that situation, it's kind of like, if had it not been for everything that you went through, you would not have the mindset or certain things under your belt to move forward with the information that you have now. It ain't until you take the class to where you learn certain things that you can take with you once you're done with it. You get me? Some of y'all could be teachers. That can be a confirmation as well. Some of y'all could be just really good as far as like exposing things when it comes to the tower. You could be that one friend where, like, you help people see things from a different perspective that causes them to make positive changes in their life. Because when you think about a judge, it's not like, oh, I know you for a long time, so I'm going to take your side. No, they're looking at the facts. Facts over feelings. And for somebody that really cares about you, loves you, they're going to want you to feel loved, cared about, and seen. And I feel like that's the type of lover that you're going to come in contact with, especially for somebody here, okay? Three of Swords wanted to come out, but it didn't. Because with this judgment energy, some of y'all could be in that, y'all could be a little guarded, when it comes to new love. And I feel like that only shows whoever this, especially seeing heartbroken out here, Whoever you're going to see yourself with, this is somebody that knows how to read in between the lines. They're very smart. Some of y'all, I don't know why I'm hearing between the lines, between the covers of the book, you gotta look between the lines. Some of y'all, I used to love that show. Between the Lions. Y'all gonna make me go and watch some reruns on YouTube. You remember Run's World? Run's World. With the armor, what was it, like the knight in shining armor or something like that? Like, yeah, somebody is gonna come in. Like, this is the type of person that's gonna like save the day. You know? All the heartbreak and pain that you went through in the past, this is like your knight in shining armor coming. Collective. Any energy in regards to new love? Let me see. Any energy in regards to new love? Oh, shit. Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords. Okay. Luck is on your side is what I'm hearing. If you know that you've been operating in a way that has been pleasing to Big G, then you know that the wheel is going to turn in your favor. King of Swords. You're very smart. You're very intellectual. Okay. Also, too, somebody feels like you're their good luck charm, because I'm hearing, I got so much love for you in these arms. Don't you know that you're my good luck charm? All right. When I see Wheel of Fortune, it's making me think of the show from back in the day. I used to watch that with my grandma. Maybe that's significant. But with the King of Swords energy here, there's this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. They may feel like you are their good luck charm. All right. Somebody's initial can start with a K. All right. Yeah, somebody definitely wants to marry you, because I'm hearing every kiss begins with K. The reason, and also too, the reason why this person may feel this is something about, like, when you kiss this person, it does something to them. Okay, I don't know why I'm thinking of Shrek. You know, remember when, like, he kissed Fiona and she turned into the princess, or I don't know, something like that. Like, maybe you just have to kiss a lot of frogs before you got your prince. Okay. But Two of Pentacles, you balance someone out. Like, the King of Swords can be very stubborn, very, you know, much in their ego. But it's something about how you handle this person to where they know, like, you're the one. You're the one. You know how to handle me. And I feel like it's vice versa. Okay? If this is the new person, or this could, you know, very much so be past energy and how this person has grown into be into this energy. Take it how it resonate. Okay? But with the Two of Pentacles, it makes me think of, like, juggling finances too. Again, whoever this person is, like, because they feel like you are their good luck charm, they're trying to figure shit out to where, like, you give them so much of an abundance outside of finances or materialistic shit to where they want to solidify you not having to worry about that type of shit. If that makes sense. Like, you support this person, you love them, you uplift them, you motivate them, things like that. Because you do things that money cannot buy, it makes this person want to do things to where you don't have to worry about the shit when it comes to things that you want to buy. All right, advice, and then we out of here. The Star, okay? Your wishes are about to come true, collective. I'm hearing Dragon Tales. I wish upon this star. Oh my God. But you did a lot of healing. Okay? This card does not belong in here. Sipping, okay? This is a whole nother deck. And a deck that I didn't even pull out. Rumors, gossip, nosy. Yeah. You got people in your business, man. in a deck that ain't even the deck. I'm telling you, it ain't even their business, and they worried about, what's that song? I keep hearing it. Who you Who the one you fucking? Is it Biggie? I don't know. I'm hearing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what song that is. I keep hearing it. But that just goes back to the people that are envious. Like, if you are posting this person, no face, no case, like, they are just trying to find any little clue to tie you to who and what and figure out who you're dealing with, who the one you be fucking. Like, damn. Lord. So when it comes to advice, maybe, keep the inquiring minds inquiring, okay? Not everybody needs to be up in your business about who you with, who you spending time with, okay? Page of Cups, Ten of Cups. That Page of Cups, that's that apology energy. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. I see this two ways. Now, this is somebody where maybe, again, the new person, if it's totally different from the past person, this is very new. They're very interested. And this is who you're going to end up in this emotionally fulfilling relationship with, okay? Now, if this is the same person, I mean, because forgiveness did come out here. So this is somebody that want to apologize for their past ways and learn to be better, okay? I do feel like that apology is coming in, and it's either way, a win is a win. It's gonna lead to a relationship, whether it be you moving past this past person and finding someone new, or whether this person really went through Big G to come correct when it came to you. Because Nine of Pentacles, this just further shows that you've done the self-work to be good by yourself. You know, if you wanted to be on some Tracy Ellis shit, you could. But if you wanted to be on your Sierra and Russell shit, you could. You could. I'm telling you, a win is a win. A win is a fucking win. You gonna be good regardless, collective. Because I feel like based off of how your energy is, like whether you are with someone, they're going to love you, support you, adore you. Whether you not, you still going to have either feminine energies or masculine energies that's going to hold you in that same regard. And that's merely just based off of who you are as a person and your character. You attract people based off of how you treat yourself. So you're going to be good regardless, okay? Don't even worry, collective. Don't worry, because you got people that's going to have you whether you got yourself or not, whether you in a relationship with them or not. You got people that love you to the point to where they never want to see you in a down position. So yeah, don't worry, collective. That's why people probably envy you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, damn, you're not even their man. You're not even their girl. And they doing this and doing that for you. Okay, and what did you do to get this person to want to do this for you? What did it be a good person? That's all you did. Be loving and caring. That's all you did. So, collective, listen, if this message resonated with you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping a tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you